is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Digimon World 4. Last time we left off, we beat Blossomon, got her key, and now we're actually going to go buy some... Actually, we really don't need health right now. We're going to go ahead and go defeat the next boss Digimon, which will be Mammothmon. Mammothmon is a big mammoth Digimon, you know, if the name wasn't already implied to what type of Digimon it was. Uh, what what's really unique and what they really show this game shows you off the bat is that no two bosses are the same. You know, no two bosses should ever be the same. You know, there are many times, you know, games will use the same boss, or there'll be a reskinned boss of this another boss, which will like could be, you know, if every enemy was like in Super Mario, if every enemy was, I don't know, just a Goomba, but every single time it was just a reskinned version of a Goomba. And so what's unique is that Blossomon, as you can see, has two attacks. She has the double pummel, and then she has her field of thorns. And technically those are they're really good just because, like, you know, you gotta be careful because you can clearly see when she's about to do what move. Sometimes she's fast with the double crush, and it's real hard to dodge only because, you know, it comes, you know, so fast. And I mean, when you get hit, if you got like the right stuff, then you won't get hit very hard. But you know, if you do get hit, then it hurts. You know, let's just put it that way. It does hurt. But also, the with her field of thorns, you know, I'm actually gonna call it. It's not really a field of thorns, but more like a whirlwind of thorns. And anyways, but that has a little. You think it would be around her, like, sort of. I'm not sure if I'm necessarily getting what I'm saying right, and but it has a little extra radius to it. You know, there's a little space between, you know, her and the little whirlwind, and you know, you kind of get caught in it. And I mean, that hits for a lot of it, as you can see, because I've already been killed with it. So yeah, that's a little, it sucks a little bit, but you know, it's nothing I could really do. But it's just something you have to be careful with, and that's just what's good, because they throw something at you, and if you die, you know, it gives you a chance to try out the new mechanics of the game. You know, it makes you actually come back and with a strategy. That's how it is with all bosses, unless you power level to the point where, like, you run any boss thinking, hey, I can do this. But Mammothmon and is actually going to be, I believe, the mouse. I'm actually going to cut myself off. The mouse cursor, I think, is on the screen. I'm sorry for that. I'm going to move that. But after Mammothmon, we go to the Goblin Fortress, and that is actually where I will be taking off on the other series. Looks like I'm full. Yep, I can go sell all that. Longsword B. Go sell all that for some money. But what I was saying is that after the Goblin Fortress, that's where will start to branch off and do the different Digimon. I will get a different Digimon. I will Digivolve, and I will use that Digivolution, which I believe for Gilmon is Hercules Kabuterimon, and I did choose on what Digimon I was going to use, and that's Vmon, and Vmon being the slash and stuff. I may have already said this, but you know, I don't feel like I have. So Vmon, the slash technique, and I'm going to use him for the dungeons, all this, you know, little side quests and stuff. I keep forgetting I'm full. I might need to use the gate disc here depending on how things go. Yeah, I may need to use one. Let me just try to clear these guys out, see if I can't get something. But I don't want to die. Oh, I have HP discs. Okay, good. But that's gonna be good because I get to show you guys how to do the certain skills. I get to show you certain signature weapons. I'll get to show you different, different things in the game other than just Gilmon and a stab weapon, or Hercules Cavaterimon with a blunt weapon, which is good. But I mean, it's good because I get to show you guys all the different, different stuff within the game. And I love the fact that you can just become any Digimon. Really, it's a little weird, because I mean, if you're a real Digimon fan like I am, it's like, oh, you digivolve into Gilmon, I believe, turns into Growlmon, then War Growlmon, I believe, and then Gallantmon. Well, here's the thing. Yes, it would be awesome if I could just turn into Growlmon or Gallantmon, just because Gallantmon is one of my favorites. But you kind of you learn to think of it as pretty cool, because there's all these different digivolutions to be achieved, to be gotten. It's just a real awesome time, and it it's just really really great, and that really makes you overlook the fact that it's not real true to the actual Digimon franchise. It's more, it's bringing a new thing in, and you learn to appreciate it. So that's what's real good about it. I'm hoping there's a teleport out of here soon, so I can go get health and stuff, because when I fight Mammothmon has 3 attacks, which is one up from Blossomon. And the deal with him is that his 3 are Ice Blast, Stampede, and I'm just gonna call it Nose Whip. Well, the deal with Nose Whip is that he'll always charge. You'll get him rowdy enough to, you hit him a few times, he'll charge at you, and in order to dodge it, just run out of the way. Now, after he charges, he has 1 or 2 attacks, depending on your position. Depends on usually your position depends on what attack they use, but sometimes it'll vary. Sometimes I'm actually gonna. I really need to use a gate disc. Okay, you stay careful here, because I don't want to die. I'm actually gonna go ahead and use my shot pistols, because that guy just came into the room. But anyways, what I was talking about was that the different types of attacks and stuff. Man, he followed too. Different types of attacks. If you're a long ways away, he'll try to use his little. He'll use his ice, his ice blast, his ice wave. If you're close, that's when he'll use his Nose Whip. And they all hit pretty hard, because he's a pretty hard boss early on, because they really want you to kind of grind and stuff for it. But if you just kind of stay back with your shot pistols, then you're going to be good. And it sucks to kind of use your shot pistols as as a source, because you really want to try to get your technique up, but you can't ever get your technique up if all you're going to do is just end up dying. So I see it as an asset, and you always use your assets in whatever situation you're in. But I'm going to try and go ahead and just go back, and I'm going to try to lure these guys away real quick. And boom. Alright, that was actually a lot more intense than I originally planned it to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and just switch back. Ooh, it looks like I'm about to level up too, which is good. And should I get health now? I probably should, because I keep saying I'm not, and it usually ends badly for me. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I'm enjoying it. It's going by. We're progressing a lot faster than I originally planned we were. And Or maybe it's just me setting some low or high standards or whatever. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are what really makes this channel what it is. Like it, subscribe, share it with your friends, do what you can. Stay safe, guys.